Okay, so in this example, we are plotting this function, 1 over 1 plus x squared, and we're trying to do it from first principles to kind of understand what does it mean to actually have the graph of a function. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in a bunch of x values, then we're going to find the y values that go with them, and then we're going to draw a dot at all those x, y pairs. And this table is trying to do a little shortcut by condensing a few different x values together. So I'm going to do it the long way. We're going to get rid of this plus minus stuff. So this is just going to be the number 1 and 2. And then over here, I'm going to have -1 and -2. And that's what it meant before. So it meant plus minus 1 means two numbers, +1 and -1. I'm just separating them out here so we don't get confused. So the first step is you got to just plug in these x values, find f of 0, and that's going to be the y value, f of 1, f of 2, f of -1, f of -2, just like we did before for a bunch of different examples. So here, if you put in x equals 0, you get 1 over 1 plus 0. That's 1. If you plug in 1, f of 1 is 1 over 1 plus 1. That's a half. F of 2 is 1 over 1 plus 2 squared. That's 1 over 1 plus 4, also known as 1/5. Okay, so we got 1, a half, and a fifth. When you plug in f of -1, you get 1 over 1 plus -1 squared. -1 squared is 1. 1 over 1 plus 1 again is a half. And that is why the table was set up the way it was. These two numbers happen to be the same, and so you can save a row on your table by putting them in the same thing. I think it's a little more clear to have them separated out. So here we go. F of -2, same idea. 1 over 1 plus -2 squared. 1 plus 4 is 5, 1/5. So we have all these points: 0, 1, 1, 1/2, 2, 1/5, -1, a half, and -2, 1/5. And we're going to draw them on the axis. So every time we have a dot at 0, 1, we draw that as an x coordinate of 0 and a y coordinate of 1. So here's 0, 1. What about 1, 1/2? Something like this. 1, 1/2. And 2, 1/5 will be, I guess, something like this. 2, 1/5. Okay, and same kind of thing happening on the other side at -1/2. -1, 1/2. There's a dot there. And over here, -2, 1/5. And so you can kind of get the shape of this thing. It's not quite a triangle, but it's triangle-y. And if you were to keep doing it, you would get, add in, plug in more points. So you plug in x equals a half. That would be 1 plus 1 plus a half squared. That would be, 4/5 or something. So you get some point in between. And if you did this all day, and you did it all day and all night, and you plugged in every single possible point, and you connected the dots into a smooth curve, it would look something like this. So I'm trying to go through all the dots here, but I'm not the best artist. Okay. And it would sort of go on forever in either direction. That's the kind of thing we're going for. And to make it a little better, I'm going to show you what it looks like in Desmos. So it's the graph of the function 1 over 1 plus x squared. And it looks like a nice little hill like that. Okay, so that's what we were going for. And so hopefully that helps you understand the definition of the graph of a function. It's all the points you get by plugging in those x values. Okay.